So people are asking me what's my take on the House Bill 1526. Ito po yung bill na nagbaban po sa mga bata na sumali or sa minors na sumali sa full contact sports. Ibig sabihin, yung mga bata na below 18 years old, bawal na po magboxing, muay thai, karate, judo, lahat po ng mga combat sports. Ako po si Pau Salud ng Powcast Sports. Samahan niyo ako at ako'y magbibigay ng aking komentaryo, reaksyon dito sa issue na ito. Combat sports. I know medyo political but ito po ay aking komentaryo lamang. Ito ay aking opinion po lamang at pag-usapan natin ito. Subscribe, hit that notification bell and syempre makipag-usap ka sa akin sa comment section ko ano yung pakiramdam mo dito. So I'm looking at right now the latest article that I've seen on ABS-CBN, which is basically Solon's defense bill banning minors from contact sport. Ito na yung kasi pagkatapos itong ilabas sa balita, grabe, at least 30 po yata na organisasyon ang nagpa-file ng statement against this. Including Powcast Sports, of course, kasi naranasan natin pumunta po ng mga events, lalo na sa contact sports, MMA, boxing, karamihan. But I've seen karate o jiu-jitsu, ang dami po mga bata. Okay? And I'm gonna talk about why dapat hindi ito ma-approve. Okay? Yung House Bill po kasi, ito nakasulat doon, it seeks to ban minor from participating competitive full contact sports. Ito po ay final po ng Representative Congressman Alfredo Garbin Jr. and Elizalde Co. Of the Ako Bicol Party List. And nakasulat naman dito, sinabi dito nila, ito yung depensa nila ha. While acknowledging the importance and benefits and the values that can be derived from participating in these sports, the bill also recognized the paramount need to protect the minors, the author said in their explanatory notes. Okay? Basahin ko pa isa pang quote ha. Sa ABS-CBN News po ito, article ng ABS-CBN News, the bill does not prevent training and recreational full contact sport, he said. It only provides safeguards. Hindi rin kasama sa ipinagbabawal ang martial arts that make use of protective gears. Ang gulo talaga nila. Ang ayaw natin yung full-blown competitive where participate except to exert maximum force and minor without any protective whatsoever, he added. Some would say that the bill enacted into law would be a big blow to our chance of winning gold in the Olympics, said Garbin. Pero sa akin, pagkakaalam ko, said, and this is verified in the Olympics website, minors are not allowed to participate in the Olympics. I don't think if he's thinking properly there because yes, they might not be, okay? But they need to practice before that. They cannot just practice at 18 years old and join at 18 years old. Para yan lahat po ng sports or kahit hindi sports, you need practice. And bata pa lang, lalo na kung karate yan, kung jiu-jitsu or boxing yan, you need to harden and you need to flex your muscle and you need to harden your bones at an early age. Okay? So you need to start doing that at an early age in competing. Yung sinasabi naman niya na, ang pinagbabawal lang namin yung full contact, yung ganito, yung practice pwede. So ano ibig sabihin nun? We cannot go 100% and we cannot join competition outside for underage. Worldwide, there are competition po ng contact sports ng mga below 18 years old. Pati nga sa basketball, meron. Sa Yumir Marshall, our Olympic hopeful, gold medal hopeful, he competed as an underage, under 18 years old. He was a champion, junior champion. Manny Pacquiao was underage when he started. Okay? In order for you to be good at something, it takes years. If you would just start being competitive, again, kasi sinabi niya, depensa nila pinagbabaw, pwede naman mag-practice. What will you practice kung lalamya-lamya, kung hindi full? At some point, you have to do that as an underage. And if you're in the right training, then they would know when you're ready for a full contact or a full battle. Um, kasi sabi niya, wag lang mag-exert ng effort. Ano yun? Anong klaseng, anong gusto nyo? Pabanjing-banjing lang. In order for you to be great in sport, you have to give your 100%, 101%. And we've seen this from every great athletes. Almost every great athlete starts underage and compete in a high level. Again po, word high level, when they were younger. And that's why they're great. They're better than their competition because they started early. So if this bill is gonna be enacted and approved, it's definitely gonna turn back time for everyone. And not only that, we will have lesser and lesser kumbaga choices and options for athletes because the interest of the sport will be going down because it is not allowed when you're a kid. You developed an interest on something. You started as a young age. Ano pong gusto natin? Puro lahat ng anak natin. Ngayon, problema na nga, lahat ng anak natin nasa cellphone lagi. So if we take away those other options of sports, for those who really want to do sports and contact sports, it's not only bad, but it's like we're going back in time. Yung development natin is gonna be reversed. You can agree or disagree with me on this one. And I know you're just trying to protect gaya na sinabi nyo sa yung mga congressman. Sa Bicol actually, by the way, meron kayo diyang sports academy eh. And Michael Dasmariñas, I think was a product of that because I came to Bicol with boxing in Bicol, professional boxing, and I met the kids that are underage and they are scholars. So sa iba kasi mga probinsya, may mga scholars po ng combat sports, ng boxing specifically because yung boxing po is actually part of history of the Philippines, and sabi nga ng aking kaibigan who's historian, Filipino is kumbaga a warrior tribe, parang meron tayong warrior spirit eh. Ever since we were back in the old days, that's why meron tayong mga knife, mga ganitong weaponry. The history, I'm sure you've read the history. So sa akin po, this is not good. If you think this is not good, if you don't agree, I comment lang po kayo kung ano sa tingin nyo dito sa bill na ito at kung dapat bang i-approve o hindi. Paki-share na rin po ito para makarating po do sa congressman. And I respect that he wants to protect. But this is not the way to protect, especially that word of banning. The laws that should have been enacted, that's really if you want to protect, is yung safeguards and upgrade how promoters or organizer of these events are holding their events. Okay? So yun dapat. So we increase the level or the kumbaga yung the quality of competition and yung mga mismatches. Kaya lang naman nagkakaroon ng mga ganong issues na sabi may namamatayan, sabi nyo, it happens. Kahit matanda na, may ganun pa rin. Kahit yung matagal ng professional. Kahit sa pro, nangyayari yan. Okay? It happens when the negligence is coming from the organizer, maybe the parents of maglalaban yung kumari 7 years old to or 13 years old to an 18 years old or 17 years old to 13 years old without checking on their skill level, yung mga mismatches. And that's when it really happens. If that should be the law that should have been enacted here. Okay? But it's hard to control this. Because sinasabi din dito, pinagbabawal lang naman yung nakasulat dito eh. Ulitin ko lang yung word yung full-blown competitive. Full-blown, how do you know full-blown? How do you define this? If you're going to a sparring, okay, somehow hindi. Pero if you're going to an event, mga event na mga ganito, how do you know if it's full-blown or not? How do you know? On a small event, fighters on those level, yung mga malilit they really exert effort to win. Mag-exert din ng effort yung kalab. Alam nga naman, okay, mag-usap kayo, 50-50 lang yung powers na gamitin natin eh. It's not gonna, it doesn't work like that po. Okay? And you could check. I'm sure you have friends, family who have done sports and karate, usually karate. Ngayon, jiu-jitsu, usong-uso sa combat sports. You don't only take away the physical attributes ng sports, yung pagiging healthy, but the values that are being given or taught sa mga ganitong martial arts. And I'm sure you know that. I mean, if this happened, I don't know if there's any other country that does this. If you see the movies, I'm sure napanood mo yung Karate Kid, napanood mo yung mga Ninja Kids, mga ganito. Bata pa lang, nagko-combat sports na sila. And they have to train and they have to compete. And in order for them to find out their level, kung gaano galing na sila, and they have to really give it their 100%. What needs to be done is a law to upgrade and protect them but not ban. In fact, encourage them to do it. Again, the word properly. Okay? Kayo po, ano po masasabi nyo? Ako po si Pau Salud ng Powcast Sports. Let me know what you think and let's talk about it on the comment section. Salamat. Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.